Hey, hello, I'm Logan Lee. I am the founder and blog host of Golden Hour Drip. Today I have a very, very special member. She's one of my best friends. Let's see, it's been 100 years since I started the podcast, and I've been trying to get her on literally every single day since I started the podcast. Day one. And you know what? This is the first time that she's decided I was good enough for her to be on it. She's like, no, Logan, you can't be on I don't want to be on your podcast because you just want my clout, right? Oh. This is let's see, are you teaching third grade right now?
Fourth grade.
Fourth grade
Yes.
teacher. Very nice. My best friend, Kennedy Nolan. Miss Nolan is on here with me today. So, Kennedy, why don't you tell the audience just a little bit about yourself?
Okay, well, obviously I'm famous, and that's why Logan Lee picked me to be on the podcast. No, I'm just kidding. No, I met Logan at sorority recruitment my freshman year. She's a year older than me. And I met her at recruitment, and she just walked in on a silver cloud, and I knew I wanted to be this girl's friend. Wow. And she just loved me ever since. No, I'm just kidding. She was my big through our sorority. And then we've just been friends ever since. Now I am a fourth grade teacher in Lee Summit, and I'm a kickball queen. I put that with my title. My kids think I'm the best kickball player ever because I can kick it really far. And then let's see what else. Next year I'll be teaching early childhood special ed, so I'll be at a different building next year, but just following my teacher life,
It's amazing, and she is such a godsend to all these kids. Now, sometimes they don't deserve it, to be honest. She told me, she's like, man, my kids made me cry today. And I was like, that's rough. The only person making me cry is my dogs, I guess. I don't know.
Sometimes it has its moments. I tell people I think I should write a book because half of the stuff that happens, I don't think that people believe me. Whenever I tell them the other day I had a kid that fell asleep on the toilet, people don't believe me, so I tell people I should write a book someday.
But they're fourth graders?
My first year of teaching, yeah.
They're falling asleep on the toilet in there.
I was map testing time, he was really tired. I don't blame him, but it happens.
That's honestly 20 out of 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Kennedy and I, the podcast episode that we're going to do today is going to be Would You Rather. So we have a couple questions compiled, and we're gonna go through them. Now, I have a few on my phone, and Kennedy has a few on her phone. Mm-hmm. But we just wanted this to be a really relaxing Monday episode, hanging out with us. If you don't like it, don't call. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. Now, Kennedy, do you have the first one, or do you want me to have the first one?
You want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay. The first one that I found that stood out to me was, would you rather buy 10 things you don't need every time you go shopping, or would you always forget the one thing that you need when you go to the store?
Ooh, okay. Here's the thing. If you forgot the one thing that you needed from the store every single time, you would just never
make so many trips.
But also you would never get it because it would always be on your list.
That's true.
It would always be on your list,
yeah.
And you would never get it. So you would just have to give something up.
That's true.
But okay, so
I'd be so broke if I got 10 extra things every time. That's me when I go to Target. I'll walk in, go to the dollar spot, and probably get 10 things I don't need.
But okay, if you wrote a list, I guess hypothetically, if you went to the store and you could never get what you went out to get,
mm-hmm.
you would just have to live life so spontaneous. You couldn't plan your meals. You'd be
I forgot my onion.
Can't just pick random things. Or maybe
mm-hmm.
if you had a garden, I don't know, that's rough. But I think I would probably 10 extra things every single time.
Mm-hmm.
That's not sensible.
I know.
Which would you pick?
I think I'd pick 10 extra things because I feel like I do that anyways.
Yeah, be like, oh, what's 10 more things? But see, I hate clutter. Like, I literally, like, I want to throw things away or donate them or give them to someone. Like, it's very hard for me to have lots of things in the house. And Garrett and I were finally, like, getting things organized. And, like, we have lived about 2 months without a lot of things that are still on my dad's.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I don't need them anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I went over there and I grabbed some t-shirts and I was like, oh, these t-shirts, like, I haven't seen them in so long.
Yeah.
I was like, well, this will be a trial run. Like, if I bring them back and I don't wear them, then, like, I'll donate them. But if I wear them, great. But it's been a real good separation thing for me. So I think I would just, like, never get what I went for, you know? And I just try to be as spontaneous as possible and be like, oh, like, Christmas presents, like, you're not, like, you couldn't tell, like, Aunt Logan, like, I want this for Christmas. Heck, you can't get that. Like, I can't get that in the store. You're gonna get an apple for Christmas. Like,
oh, man.
Okay, so my question, would you rather be able to take back anything you say or hear every conversation around you?
Oh, gosh. I feel like, I don't know, I see pros and cons to both. So, like, the conversation around me, I feel like I don't want to know that because I feel like if people were, like, talking bad about me, like, if a third grader was like, oh, man, I really don't want Miss Nolan next year, she seems wild. Like, if a third grader was talking about that, like, it would make me sad, you know? So I feel like...
third grader dictate your feelings?
I care about little minds. No, I'm just kidding, but... No, not just kidding. I do.
The worst teacher ever.
No, I do. Not just kidding. I do. But I don't know. Like, I would want them to want me as their teacher next year. Like, I think I'm a fun teacher, you know?
Hopefully.
I know. I hope so. But they make me bracelets all the time. So, like, I think that's a good thing.
Maybe that's good bracelets.
They're just trying to get rid of their rubber bands. But no, I just feel like I'm just hard on myself as it is, and I don't want to know if somebody's like talking bad about me, like down the hall or like in the grocery store. If they're like, wow, she like kind of looks like a hobo over there. Like, I feel like I wouldn't want to hear what people are saying about me. If it's negative, but like if it's good, then, you know, I'd like to hear that too.
On one hand, I'm like, okay, it'd be so nice to hear what people are saying. Like, if I was playing cards, you know, I could see what cards they had and like bid against them and like have so many like money. Or when they say conversation, I guess they have to be physically talking. I can't mind read.
Yeah.
So maybe not. I don't really care that much about what people say, and I already have enough problems with my own mind talking to me. Talking back, I'm like, but taking back, I guess like. We've kind of made our choice of like, would you rather by saying what we wouldn't want to have, which is like hearing people talk about us. But the other, like being able to take back anything that you said.
I feel like, I don't know. Sometimes I have no filter, and so sometimes I wish I could take it back, but I just feel like if I took back things that I say, then like I would never learn anything. Like if I accidentally said something like hurt somebody's feelings, then like you could take it and learn from it, you know?
Yeah. I also think, like, just if you take it back, then what's the point of talking at all?
Right.
And I guess, like, when I talk, like, when I say things, I mean them. Like, I don't, like, if I'm talking, it's not just a talk. Like, even though I got in high school talks to be talking, it was, like, my little senior moment. Like, that's fine. But, like, when I'm talking or talking to someone, like, I'm doing it intentionally.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to be like, if you despise someone, and you could be like,
say all the things,
get it off your chest, be like, you are a dirty, rotten piece of trash, like literally give them a piece of your mind, say everything you ever wanted to say, and then be like, I take it back.
Yeah. I think whenever I thought of that, it makes me think of, so Dylan, my boyfriend, we've been together for almost 5 years. Whenever I first met him, I'm like his first real girlfriend. Like he had like 2 before me. We started dating, oh gosh, I think it was like the end of junior year of high school. Whenever I don't know if I've ever told you this story. So whenever I met him, like we were just friends, and I met him at a McDonald's because I was going with a couple of like our mutual friends, and he just happened to be there. And I had always like known of him, but I had never met him. And so the day I met him, like we were both single, obviously, at McDonald's, and I was like, oh, you know, like trying to hint for him to like ask for my number, ask for my Snapchat or something, but he was so shy and he was like scared to ask. So I was like, here's my Snap, you know, like Snapchat me. And he did, and like we Snapchatted for a couple days, and I was like, is this dude gonna like ask for my number? Or is he just gonna like Snapchat me every day? And so then finally I was like, hey, you know, here's my number, you know, making all the first moves over here. And so I was like, hey, here's my number. And so I gave it to him, and he texted me like right away. And I was so mean. I was like, I told him he had the wrong number. I was like, oh, dude, like, cause he was so sweet. He was like, hey, Kennedy, you know, like, whatever. And I was like, oh man, you got the wrong number, dude. My name is Tim. And I like Googled a picture of like a random guy, and that was like a selfie that some random guy had taken and sent it, and like as proof that I wasn't Kennedy. And he was like, oh, he was so sweet about it. I did it as a joke, and he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I just really wanted this girl's number, and I thought it was her. I'm sorry to bother you. Have a good day. And I was like, I felt so bad, and I like regretted it because he was so sweet about it, and he was like serious, like he really thought I was somebody else. And so he had like Snapchat, and he was like, man, I think you gave me the wrong number, you know? And so I like felt so bad because he was so sweet, and like I wish I could take it back, but now like him and his family, like they still joke about it, and sometimes they'll like call me Tim because that's the name I had said, like. And he still has the picture of the guy saved somewhere, but...
You are mean. But I think it's funny that you had to, like, be the person to, like, start the
Oh my gosh, everything. I had to tell him to ask me to be his girlfriend. Like, one day, it was National Girlfriend Day. That's, like, our anniversary. It's, like, August 1st. And I had to tell him, I was like, dude, like, ask me to be your girlfriend. Like, we had been talking for, like, 3 months, and we were good friends before we dated. Like, I had friend-zoned him at first for a couple months, and then we finally were like talking, and I was like, dude, ask me to be your girlfriend. Like, it's National Girlfriend Day. And he's like, okay, you want to be my girlfriend? So I'm probably gonna have to tell him to propose to me too. So
I will say, okay, so I had to like talk Garrett through some things too, like for us to date, which our anniversary was on Thursday.
A couple days ago, yeah.
Thursday, 4 years of dating.
Yeah.
Very exciting. We're still dating, but but I had to ask, I was like, so, and we were just like waiting in the truck, and he's like, what? And I was like, I'm just waiting. He goes, what are you waiting for? I said, for you to ask me to be your girlfriend. He's like, oh, okay. And he's like, okay, like, let's date. And I was like, okay. But I did not have to, you know, force him.
No, I had to give him my Snap, give him my number, tell him to be my tell him to be my girlfriend, tell him to ask me to be his girlfriend. So I'm sure someday I'm gonna have to be like, dude, ask me to marry you.
Maybe you should propose. Be like, hey,
you wanna get married? I say that all the time. I'm like, are we gonna get married? Are you sure?
I used to say, like, so do you want to date? Like, when we first started dating for like a whole year, I used to say, so do you want to date? And then when we were engaged, I was like, so do you want to get married?
Yeah.
And he'd be like, yeah. It's like, okay. And then I'd be like, some days I'd be like, well, I don't. And then he would cry a little bit.
I know. He jokes about it sometimes. He's like,
No.
And I give it right back. So yeah,
dude, yesterday we were talking, Garrett and I were talking, and I was like, I'm about to start my period. Like,
me too! Oh my gosh.
My emotions are like correct right now. And I was like, are you grateful for me?
That's me. I'm like, sometimes I just need you to tell me why you love me.
And this is what Garrett, he goes, yeah. Well, he goes, I appreciate the things you do. I said, so you're taking me for granted? He's like, Logan, stop. I was like, are you being serious right now? Or are you just being mean?
Yeah.
Well, then later that day, we were fixing some pipe fence. We had our welder out, and he was welding the fence. We were holding the fence. And when my dad went to pay, he like paid just a little bit more than the guy had said.
Yeah.
And like, he doesn't weld anymore. Like, he's pretty much retired from
Uh-huh.
it. And he's like, oh, well, you need to take your wife out for supper. You know, he's an older guy.
Uh-huh.
He's like, no, she's not worth it. And Dad goes, like, joking, you know, like, and my dad goes, you know what? I've gone through a divorce. I know what it is to keep them and what it is to divorce them. And I think you need to hold on to her.
Uh-huh.
And then he's like, and then he was so sweet, this old man. He goes, yeah, she's pretty nice. She takes care of me. She cooks me dinner. I leave my clothes in a pile and somehow they're cleaned for me. I was like,
Aww.
crying over here. We get in the pickup. I go, you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said?
Take notes.
I was like, I do all of that for you right now, and I've been doing all of that for you since like we started dating. I was like, before we started dating, I was doing that. I was like, did you hear him? He was like, Logan, you're so dumb. Of course I know how much you do for me. I was like, good.
I know. Dylan was making fun of me. I think I've told you this story one time because he's still going to school for cybersecurity. And obviously, like, I'm teaching and graduated early, but teacher salary is like nothing like it should be. I wish teachers got paid more than they do, but unfortunately they don't. But Dylan, whenever he like starts his career, he'll be making like double what I make as a teacher. And so we were talking about, you know, buying a house, and he was like, oh, it's okay, babe, your salary can pay our utilities. And I was like, oh, you know, and he was like, or you could pay like your car payment, you know, and I got the rest. And I'm like, okay, big baller, you take it.
When Garrett and I first started dating, he actually told me this. He was like, Logan, your money can be your money. That's your spending money. But we were talking about something else. And he was like, I was like, well, do you want me to buy this? He goes, no, your money is your spending money.
Uh-huh.
I was like, really?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so my money is not going to bills, not going to anything. Like,
that's fine.
You pay for all that. I will buy my clothes. I will buy everything. But like, he was obviously joking.
So was Dylan.
We do split some expenses, and one day, hopefully, like, my income will go towards, I don't know, a boat. Something cool.
That's what Dylan says, because like we've both been saving, and he's like, babe, can your savings account buy me a boat? And I'm like, no, I'm not buying you a boat, we're buying a house. And he's like, but look at this fishing boat at Bass Pro. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're gonna buy me a mom car before you buy yourself a boat.
Dude, honestly, boats
way.
are so, like, it's almost summertime, like, it's gonna be boating season. I'm so ready, I'm so excited.
I know.
Because honestly, like, this winter was really rough. Like, it was cold out, like, it was not it, and I'm ready for summer.
I know. I feel like my mood, I'm so much happier when it's sunshiny outside and when it's warmer, or when I can have the windows down in my Jeep or take the top off. Like, I just feel like the weather affects my mood so much, and I wish it wasn't that way, but I just feel like I try to be so happy, and when the weather's gloomy, it makes me not want to be happy.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so next, would you rather question.
You got one?
Would you rather own a Jeep and be able to, you know, take the top off? Or would you rather not own a Jeep? Wait, hold on.
Own a Jeep!
No, hold on. Own like a super new, amazing, beautiful Jeep, but never be able to take the top down. Or own like a shitty Jeep that's like kind of busted, but you can take the top down anytime you want.
I don't know. That makes me think of like, because my Jeep is a little older, like it's a 2016.
I would not say that your Jeep is busted.
No, I love Jax with my whole heart. But my mom has a brand new Jeep, and she like will probably never take the top off because like she goes to work, and their parking lot is really weird. Like there's grass no matter where you park, and so she'll never want to take the top off because she'll get grass in it like when they mow. So I feel like that's kind of her, but I feel like that's part of having a Jeep is like taking the top off. I haven't gotten to do it yet because I bought my Jeep in the winter, but I feel like that's like one of my favorite things. Like that's like therapy for me. If I can like put my windows down, turn my music up, so I feel like I'd have an older Jeep that I could take the top off.
Busted. I'm saying it's not cute. It's not lifted. There's rust on it.
I can fix it.
No, you can't.
Just drive around looking busted.
Me? I would have a busted Jeep too.
Busted Jeep.
Because then it would be fun too, because like I like having our vehicles, like our pickups and stuff, because like the dogs can come.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
not worried about them scratching
Cleaning
it up or
it.
cleaning it. And
Yeah.
so when we travel and we have to take Garrett's car, I'm
Mhm.
worried that they're going to scratch something. I'm worried that they're going to throw up. Usually our dogs are pretty good, like they don't get sick during rides.
Yeah.
But you never know, like they could throw up, they could scratch the interior, they could, you know,
Yeah.
do any of those things. And so it's nice having a vehicle where you don't
Have to
don't
worry
have to
about
worry
that.
about it.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay, I have one for you.
Okay.
Would you rather only have Instagram or only have TikTok?
Okay, here's the thing.
I feel like you take pride in both of them.
Here, see, 3 months ago, I would have said Instagram.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have taken like a little bit of a break from Instagram, and I've kind of gotten frustrated. One, at the algorithm. Two, at the entire concept of just photos. I love photos, but I have been using my TikTok as a spam account. It has been so nice and so
Yeah.
freeing just to be able to post whatever I want. Now, I did actually see an old flame, if you will, like liked one of my TikTok videos. No, okay, so this Friday, today's Sunday, we're recording this for Monday. Last Friday, I was on the treadmill and I had like a really rough morning, and I started, so I have a playlist, it's called A Good Day, and like all of the songs have like a good day, like have a good day, and then like the Legally Blonde song, It's a Perfect Day.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
theme song. Like it's been my theme song for the last like 2 months. But the song It's Gonna Be a Good Day, and it was like rainy out, and I was like, it's raining out, and I started sobbing on the treadmill because I had such a bad day. I put my mask on because Planet Fitness in Warrensburg, once you get to your station, you can take off your mask. So I'm on the treadmill. I'm trying to like focus. I was on the treadmill 2 minutes max, I think. Like started sobbing, had a meltdown in like the individual room. And I was like, I took a short snippet for TikTok because I think it's important, like when I'm doing my vlogs, because vlogs are like all parts of my day, and it helps romanticize my life. It helps like me appreciate everything that's going through.
Yeah.
I'm such like a workaholic, like my brain wants to go at all times. Like I
Me
can't just sit in front of the TV. I
Yeah.
have to have my computer
Me too.
working on like my other
Yep.
like attributes. So for me to like plan my day, and then at the end I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to get this done, this done, this done. When I go to edit my TikTok by putting the voiceover,
Yeah.
I'm like, holy smokes, I did so
I
much
did
for
so
the day,
much.
right?
Yeah.
So I started to do like, I filmed it. Well, Friday night, I saw that one of my exes had like liked a past vlog. I was like, hell no! I was like, block. I was like, you are not watching me cry on this treadmill. But I think that TikTok is so freeing for me because right now you don't have to have an aesthetic feed.
Yeah.
You don't have to make it perfect. Now you can have an aesthetic video, but for me, like I'm just working up the confidence to be more like me.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like your TikToks, like they're just so different. Like you can be like really creative in one video, and then another video you're like showing the dogs, you know? Like I feel like with TikTok you're not limited. Like I don't have a TikTok, but I mean I do, but I don't post. But I just like seeing like the different parts, you know? And like other people I follow, I feel like they can just have so much more creative freedom on there, as to where on Instagram I feel like they have to fit a certain profile or a certain feed color or whatever.
It's like for Instagram, like it's very perfect, you know? I
Yeah.
have a perfect aesthetic photo. Like it looks nice.
Yeah.
And TikTok, like you don't have an aesthetic feed.
Right.
Like you don't have to.
Right.
Like you can if you want, but it's not that big of a deal.
You're not set in stone and
Yeah.
committed to that.
And like, okay, videos can be hard, and I've had to like allow myself to give myself the freedom that like I'm gonna show up on video. Like I might not I might not absolutely be in love with how I look or how my body moves in that video, but I can appreciate because it is my body, and like my body is more than just
Yeah.
how it looks.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, you know what, like I'm smart and funny, like I can talk. So I think that like 3 months ago I would have said Instagram, and I've kind of taken like a little bit of a break from Instagram. I used to post almost every single day.
Yeah.
Which
I remember that.
I loved it and it was fun.
Yeah.
But then like with the move, it was just kind of like all at once.
A lot.
Hitting like, okay, we moved and we are, but it's raining, it's snowing, like
Yeah.
we don't have grass yet. Like there's
Yeah.
nowhere for like cute aesthetic photos.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a video almost gives you more of a vibe, more of like, you know, something better for your overall, I don't know.
I feel like it also lets people see more into you as to just a photo.
Like
you
to
know?
be more authentic almost,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
like
for sure.
almost it's okay to be real. And some of the like some of the videos are super short, but I also love Facebook Lives. I love those.
Really?
I do so much.
Uh-huh.
I think that they're fun. Like I used to do them quite a bit. I love them. I'm trying to work up the confidence to do a Facebook Live for like Golden Hour Drip.
Oh yeah.
You know, but like I'm nervous.
You
Like,
should. That would
I'm
be so fun.
nervous, but like just like in the morning. And also
Yeah.
maybe it's because I'm alone all the time because like I want to talk to people.
Yeah.
I'm like, well shoot, like nobody's here if I'm farming or anything. That's why I like vlogs so much because
Yeah.
it's
I love
You know?
vlogs.
I'm talking to someone.
Like watching them, especially like my favorite YouTubers. Like I love when they do vlogs. So it's like, oh, like you're not my friend, but like you feel like my friend.
You feel like a friend, yes.
Like I was telling her earlier today, my favorite YouTuber just announced that she's pregnant, and I'm like, I have known for a month just because of her vlogs. Like I could just tell. Like I just love her, you know. Like I could just tell. Like I've never met her, and probably will never meet her, which is fine. But you know, it's just one of those things. Like I just feel like they help you feel so connected to people.
And it's like you get to see a little glimpse into their life.
Yeah.
And it almost like, of course, like you want to live in every single moment of your life, and your life is just as good, and you can make it as fun and as exciting as their life. You just have to put a camera in front of it.
Yeah.
It's not like anybody can have a dog,
Yeah.
but it's like I'm invested in your dog.
Yeah.
I watched your dog
Yeah.
go to the vet or learn a new trick. You know, it's anybody could do it.
I know. Sometimes I'll see on TikTok because I love Post Malone. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with Post Malone. Sometimes I'll see on my TikTok his one of his like videographers or photographers will like post vlogs like with Post Malone, like going to his concert, hanging out backstage, all this stuff. I'm like, oh, my Posty, I wish I was there with you. But like his vlog makes me feel like I'm like playing with them, you know.
And also, like, you get to see more of a person's personality.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he's such a big old goofball. Like, people always wonder why I love him, but it's not because he's the most attractive, because he's not. But he's just so quirky. Like,
Oh, see, I think you're hot.
he's cute, but like, I feel like to me, like, his personality is what makes him
Shines
cute.
through.
Yeah.
And I also
love
think
him.
anybody can take a cute photo.
Yeah.
Like, anybody can edit a photo.
And
to
make yourself
cute.
look good, but
Skinny, cute, like,
Yeah.
blush, change the color of your hair. Like, I've changed the color of my shirt before.
Yeah.
Like, last spring. Like, I literally edited the entire shirt.
I
It was-
remember you sent it to me. You were like, "Oh, what do you think?" And I was like, "Oh, the shirt's cute." You were like, "Oh,
Thanks. You want to see the original photo?
yeah."
I
I'm
sent it.
so shook.
But
Yes.
I don't know. You can be more authentic on TikTok. So I definitely choose TikTok,
Yeah.
the app, over Instagram. Instagram better get their shit together. That's all I gotta say.
I feel like I've heard everybody talking about the algorithm on Instagram.
Honestly, it has been complete crap. And especially because they have taken away, like, the feed being in, okay, it was posted a second ago. It's gonna
Oh
be on the
my
top
gosh,
line.
yes.
Chronological.
Yeah.
It's-
Oh my gosh, my feed is terrible. I like how they did like posts you've already looked at. Like I like that feature, but they're like not in order. They're so jumbled. I have so many, I don't know if maybe like sponsored posts are like becoming a thing, but like all these random people keep popping up like on my feed, and it's just because they somehow got their posts like sponsored, and it's not even like brands, like it's just profiles of random people because I keep thinking I like accidentally followed all these new random people, but it's just all these like random sponsors.
They have a people you might be interested in. So after you've scrolled your entire feed.
Yeah, I've seen that, but that's not like what I'm talking about. But
it's like a
that's
sponsor.
Cool too. Yeah, it's so weird. Yeah, I don't know how, but I don't know.
I don't know. I just hope that they do some changes because some better, like go back to how it was because I don't know, some things are just messed up. I'm irritated. Instagram is not where I find my happiness. Like it's just, and I don't really find any sort of happiness through like social media. But it's just frustrating. Okay, so my next would you rather is, would you rather give up your phone or only wear Crocs for the rest of your life?
I was waiting for a question about Crocs. I don't know. I feel like I'm really not on my phone that much. Like, I try really hard, especially like when I'm with my mom or when I'm with friends or whatever. Like, I try really hard to not be on my phone. It's just like when I'm bored or when I'm like alone that I find myself on my phone. But I don't know. I think I could rock some Crocs. Maybe I like platform shoes because I'm short and my feet are big, so I feel like platform shoes make my feet look more normal. So maybe if I could find some like
they have platform Crocs. I just saw on Emma Chamberlain's YouTube vlog, like she spent a week in New York by herself. She wore platform.
Really?
Crocs.
Post Malone made Crocs.
Really?
There's Post Malone edition Crocs. They sold out in like 30 seconds.
I was like, do you have a pair?
No, oh dude, no. I wish. I don't know how I would style them.
Honestly.
But I feel like I could rock them. I don't know if I could like kickball in Crocs, but.
So you would keep your phone and wear Crocs for the rest of your life?
I think I'd wear Crocs. Cause like my grandpa calls me every night at 8 o'clock, and I don't know what I would do if I did not have my 8 o'clock grandpa call. You know, like I couldn't do that.
Why don't you go to his house? He lives how many minutes away? 8 minutes?
No, not 8. Probably like 15.
15.
But yeah, I don't know. Like he's done that ever since I got my phone in 5th grade. You know, so for me, like to not have that, you know.
I could see that. Personally, I would give up my phone. I love my Crocs. I love my Crocs so much, but I could not work out in Crocs. I need tennis shoes.
That's true. That's true.
Tennis shoes. I love my chunky white tennis shoes. I love my Birkenstocks.
That's true.
I love my Twisted X. I love my cowhide shoes.
I know. I'm a big sneakerhead. I love
What about
sneakers.
my soda platforms?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I might not have very many shoes.
Yeah.
But the shoes I have, I wear all the time. Or my like cow shoes.
Oh yes.
Oh my gosh! I'm not giving all those.
I love like my Air Force Ones are like my go-to, and even
you already picked.
like
You're
with
your phone.
teaching though, like it's funny because my kids think I'm so cool because I like know what Air Forces are and I wear them to school sometimes, you know, or like they think it's so funny that I know what TikTok is. Like sometimes I have a couple of my kids that love TikTok. Sometimes they'll just like start dancing and all these TikToks and like these songs, they'll sing all these songs and doing all these dances, and I'll like start dancing and like singing with them and they're like, what? You know what that is? Like they forget how young I am because like I'm younger than most teachers because I graduated college early and then I also got hired before I graduated, so like I'm a year younger than what most teachers are. Like they're average like 23, but I started when I was 22 obviously. So I think that they forget how young I am. Like the other day one of them called me old. And I don't know why, but apparently I'm old. And somebody else was like, no, she's not. She's 22. And I was like, thank you, you know, like it's just cute that they remember that. But they think I'm so cool because like the shoes I wear and like that I know all these TikTok songs. Like we were singing the one the other day. What's that one? It's like, you posted it. Oh gosh, I can't think of it. The one you did with your sweet potatoes.
Oh, shoot.
I can't think of the name of that.
It's not the yummy.
No.
It's like sticky icky.
I can't think of the name of it.
No, that's totally wrong.
It was that one, and then the one that's like R.I.P. that. Hey, you know.
What?
I'm getting ripped tonight.
Oh yes, I love that one.
We were singing that the other day. They were like,
of the remixes, like, I'll know it, and it's like, but when he loves me, or no, that's not it, it's like, and then it's like, pop, and like, they shoot them. New edition, like, what the heck?
I know.
But TikTok songs are honestly, like, they slap, like, they're good. I love them. I like going on Spotify sometimes.
I always look them up.
TikTok songs, current.
Oh
like,
yeah, I'll
current.
play TikTok songs like in my classroom, like not.
Kids Bop?
No, I love Kids Bop, but like Blueberry Fuego, you know that one. You would know it if you heard it, but
Yes.
I found a whole playlist on Spotify of TikTok song instrumentals because obviously I cannot play that song in my classroom. There's bad words in it. So I found an instrumental of a guy like playing a violin to Blueberry Fuego, and my kids love it. It is. I have one boy in particular. He'll like go pick up the speaker and we'll like start dancing around the classroom to Blueberry Fuego on violin. But so they love that they like have all these songs that we can like listen to in the classroom or like not listen to, you know? That's what it makes me think of every time I find a TikTok song. I'm like, oh, gotta find the instrumental now.
So when you wear like your Air Force Ones, like they're jealous, do they ever step on your shoe? Like,
No, but like the other day I had matching shoes with one of my kids. I had the checkered Vans, you know, and I have one of my boys wears them like almost every day. He loves them. And we were like twinning one time and he thought it was the coolest thing. But yeah, they love them.
Twinning with the teacher.
Twinning with the teacher. We had a day for Spirit Week where it was dressed like your teacher, and that was so fun. One of my girls even made a lanyard that looked like mine. Like she put these little like beads on there to match, and then I have like a wooden circle at the bottom with Miss Noland on it. So she had like cut out a brown piece of paper and like wrote her last name on there. It was so sweet.
Cute.
I know.
That's honestly adorable.
I'm a hip teacher. What can I say?
I'm a cool teacher.
I'm a cool teacher. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, but for cereal, you would keep your phone and wear Crocs every single day.
I just don't know what I do
And
without
look
my
like a
phone.
loser. I will be sending letters, and I will be sending
Send me a postcard.
a post.
You want to hang out next Friday? Let me know. Write me back.
I think I'm gonna hire some pigeons and just like
Oh yeah.
be like, hey, go down the road. But honestly,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Like, I could use my computer to post on Instagram and TikTok, right? I have my camera.
Yeah.
No, you picked your choice.
I should have picked shoes.
No, you didn't though.
I know.
Okay.
I love shoes.
Do you have the next one or you want me to do the next one?
I can find another one.
Okay, well, I actually already have one up, so I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, would you rather clog the toilet on the first date or on the first date at a new job? First date? New
I don't know how Dylan would have reacted if I would have done that on our first date. Because now he's like, oh, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to think. Maybe at the job because they wouldn't know who it is.
What? See, you would go in there. You would climb.
I use the kids' bathroom.
and leave.
Yeah, they probably think it's a kid.
You said it was teaching. What if it was an office?
Well, okay, no, I don't. I think I would do jobs still. Because they won't know who it is, especially if it's like stalls. They won't know.
Are you embarrassed to clog the toilet?
I mean, I don't think I've ever done that before.
Really?
Yeah.
I have never clogged the toilet personally by myself. But the first night we moved into this house, right?
Oh no!
Garrett had an upset stomach. He went to the bathroom like 3 times. I went to the bathroom, clogged it.
Oh!
I was like, I swear, the turd that I popped out was small. Like, it's not clogged the toilet. I was like, so freaking, I was like, Garrett, I think we have an issue. And he's like, what is it? I was like, toilet's clogged. Now, our toilet did have something wrong with it. Like, they had to fix it, but it wasn't just, So I think though, like, I would choose probably a first date. Like, why not?
Something you will always remember.
I don't want to be remembered by that. Better than going to work. Like, at least a significant other will love you. Like, someone at the office.
Yeah, but what if then they're like, oh, nope.
But then like at the office, like they'll talk smack on you for the day forever. Like that's your employment. Like you have to go there every single day.
That's
like
true.
if it was just some random date, shoot, we'll break up. Like
He ain't the one.
he ain't the one, sis.
Okay, would you rather forget your significant other's birthday or your anniversary every year?
Every single year.
Yeah.
Okay, well this is pretty hard for me and Garrett because my birthday is May 8th and his is May 13th.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple days later.
Yeah.
Our wedding anniversary is 10/10/20, which is my grandfather's birthday.
Right.
And you know,
Mm-hmm.
like it's not our wedding date.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty hard for me to forget it. But I would say probably, I don't know.
I feel like anniversary would be something you forget as you get older. Like, I feel like they're not as big of a deal once you've been together for so long. Like, obviously they're still a big deal, but like after 30 years or whatever, like you might not celebrate every single
But every
one.
single year we're celebrating birthdays. I feel like opposite.
Yeah.
Don't count my birthdays. Like count my, you know.
I forgot Dylan and I's anniversary last year. Because he like sent me this mushy text in the morning and I'm like, why did he just do that? And then I'm like, oh. Like good thing he has our date in his bio still.
He needs to switch that.
I know.
Oh my god.
Well, he's never on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like if you look at his feed, like it's just pictures of us, like maybe like twice a year, like on my birthday and then a holiday. Like that's all he ever posts. Cause he's like, what else am I gonna post? Me and a fish? I don't know. You know. Like there's one he posted last summer, and he was like, here, come here, get in this picture of me and the fish. Like. So.
That's hilarious.
I know.
Honestly, I would probably forget our
I forget
birthdays.
that one.
Like birthdays
Really?
don't matter, but I think for us, like our anniversaries, they're kind of special. You know, it's like when we decided that we would, you know, pick each other every single time.
That's
not
true.
pick anybody else. Like
Yeah.
just him and I. And I don't know. Birthdays, who cares? Actually, Gary gets pretty mad if I don't bake him a cake on
I was
his
gonna say,
birthday.
my birthday is my favorite day of the year.
Really?
No, not really.
Oh.
Christmas is, but birthday's probably second.
Mine's Earth Day. Love Earth Day. Okay, so would you rather not be able to stop dancing or not stop singing?
Oh, not stop dancing.
Really? Are you
Oh yeah, we'll like floss in class sometimes. Like
you
I'm
have to
teaching
like,
that.
dance all the time. Like you would have to be dancing right now. Like while you're talking or while you're teaching.
I don't think I could sing.
Or you'd have to sing everything. Are
Yeah.
you a good singer?
No, not really.
I'm a terrible singer. I'd have to dance. I'd be like,
I know.
yeah.
Like I could dance while I'm teaching fractions, but like I couldn't sing while I'm teaching fractions.
Can you imagine like getting in a fight, but you have to dance during the fight? Like you're yelling at your boyfriend. You're like, you are
Gotta run a game.
so terrible. I don't know, like that was singing and dancing, but you know. I would definitely say I wish I would never stop dancing. I'm not a very good dancer, but
Me neither. But maybe I'd be good if I had to do it all the
practice
time.
all the time. I'm definitely a better dancer than singer though.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I think so too. I used to dance when I was little, actually.
Really? Professional?
Yeah, like in a
Yeah.
studio. Yep. I danced until I started when I was like 3, and I danced until I was in maybe like 3rd or 4th grade, because then I started playing soccer competitively and couldn't do both. But I used to dance.
Wow.
You can't tell now, but
Yeah, I was not in gymnastics. I was kicked out of gymnastics. I was not in dance. I was not in competition cheer. I was not in anything.
Really?
No,
I didn't know.
I was
that.
a terrible child. Not really. Just my parents were too preoccupied with themselves.
Yeah, well, I feel like you like grew up on a farm and stuff, so you were like
True.
busy anyways.
Yeah, all the time.
You had something to do.
Boring.
Okay, would you rather be able to speak any language or be able to communicate with animals?
Oh, that's actually hard because
I know.
one of my things that I was like writing my wish list of my life, and I was like my bucket list, and
Yeah.
I had an episode on April 16th, like bucket list,
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, and I didn't read all of my things, but I would like to learn another language, right? I think that would be so fun. And so, but I don't want to know all the languages. So I think it would be fun to talk to my dog though. And like let them know what they did wrong. Like not instead of like me or last night.
Like a cow?
Yeah, I guess. No picnic. Honestly, all my animals would probably just be cussing me out. They'd be like, "You're late today," or "Give me a second supper." Like, but last night, you know, Rooster hates his nails being clipped. He hates it. He's not good at it. We've worked so hard on it. He's to the point where he'll give me his paw. Like, I'll ask for his paw. He'll give it to me. I'll get ready to cut it, and then he'll pull it away. Like, it's very hard. But last night I did one of his back legs, and I cut one just a little too short. And so I cut the quick, and it bled. I felt so bad. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. He can't freaking know I'm sorry. So I guess I would talk to animals so that I could tell him that I was sorry that I cut his nail too short. Or tell him to like, it's not gonna hurt, like just lay down, like it'll be fine, like we're gonna cut it really quick. Or I don't know, like talk to the animals at the zoo and say this is how you get out. Or train, or like you could for movies, like you could get paid bank because you could communicate with the animal.
That's
like,
true.
Jump high or run in a circle or bite someone. That would be so good.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
I guess I don't care to talk to people. I'd rather talk to animals. Like,
I wish I could talk to goats.
Stop.
I love goats.
Oh, they smell.
I know. You always say that.
They're so grungy.
They're so cute. Have you seen, do you have Discovery Plus?
No. I don't even have cable, stupid.
Well, no, I know. It's a streaming service. There's a show on there. I guess it's technically from Animal Planet, but it's called Barn Sanctuary.
Really?
Where they like rescue like farm animals. And they had a bunch of little baby goats. And I told Dylan I want goats someday, and he said no.
I would say no too, honestly.
He said no. He'll be like, I'm the one that's going to take care of them, even though that's not
Gary, yesterday, he asked for a horse. He wants
Get a horse!
You're not getting a horse.
You hate horses. I love horses.
I am the most cranky. I say no to everything. I'm like, no, not that. No. I'm always telling him no, and he's so...
Where would you keep a
In
horse?
the backyard. You know all the land behind this house is mine, right?
Yeah, I know that, but like with the cows?
Yeah. Well, I'd rather have a donkey. I would bite people. I used to have a donkey.
I know. My grandparents did too. My grandpa's impression of it is really funny.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
He can do it really loud.
Honestly though, like I would have to take care of the goats. I would have Andrew O'Brien wants me to get a goat or sheep, and I'm like, no.
Sheeps are cute too.
Sheeps?
Yeah.
So many sheeps.
Sheeps.
Sheep.
Sheep.
Sheep. Okay, would you rather be poor with lots of good friends or rich with no friends?
Poor with good friends.
Really?
Yes.
I want to be rich. I want to be rich with no friends. I already have no friends. No, I'm just kidding. Definitely poor. Like, already poor. Such good
Me
friends.
too. Me too.
I guess. That's so lame.
Okay, would you rather detect every lie that you hear or get away with every lie you tell?
Oh my goodness. Get away with every single
Every lie you tell or detect every lie you hear. I feel like I'd rather detect every lie I hear because I cannot lie to save my life. Like, I don't know if it's a redhead thing or because I'm so pale, but anytime I feel any sort of way other than happy, like my skin gets really red, like especially my chest, like I'll break out, or like if I'm lying, if I'm sad, if I'm mad, like I turn really red, and like if I'm lying, then like I start laughing and like smiling. Like I have literally never ever in my life like told lies, other than like for like birthdays and like Christmas and stuff, like for surprises, but like I cannot lie. Like I just physically like cannot do it, and so I feel like I would just want to hear it then. Like I just know I couldn't get away with it.
Well, maybe this would be your chance to be able to tell a lie.
I don't know. I just feel like I'm so honest. I'm like, I don't really see a need to lie, you know?
I guess I would want to get away with every single lie I said.
Really?
Yeah. Because Well, I guess, I don't know. I already get away with, like, quite a few things, but, like, telling Garrett, I don't know. Maybe I just want to detect lies. But I'm pretty good at it. Like, I can keep a serious face. And maybe it's my sarcastic humor, but people all the time believe me. And I'll say something so stupid, so off the cuff. Like, dumb. Like, there's no way it could be true.
Oh, yeah. Dylan's dad does that. And I'm just like, oh, really?
Yeah, and people are just like, that's awesome. And I'm like, no, I'm lying.
I know.
Or I'll say something kind of mean. And they're like, oh, okay. And I was like, I'm joking, stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
that's Dylan's dad. He, like, still makes fun of me to this day because, like, I can never tell, like, when he's being serious or when he's kidding. And then he's like, really? You really just believed me when I said that? And I'm like, yes! Like, you sound the same.
So I guess maybe I want to detect lies. You know, detect the lie.
Yeah.
Make sure that people are telling me the truth.
Yeah.
I guess.
I also don't know that I'd want to know if somebody was lying to me, though.
Really? Why not?
I don't know. Like,
then if you could tell you could literally call them out.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, when my kids say, Miss Nolan, you're the best teacher ever, like, what if they really don't think that? I don't want to know that they don't really think that when they tell me that.
And your brain goes, lie.
I had one kid the other day, because some of them were like, Miss Nolan, you're the best teacher ever. One of them goes, I think you're the second best teacher ever. I've had one teacher better than you. And I was like, what? Like, it was just so honest. Like, I was like, okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, last one. Would you rather go into the past and meet your ancestors or go into the future and meet your great-grandchildren?
Ooh. I feel like I'd rather meet my great-grandkids.
Really?
Yeah. Because, like, for me, like, I don't know. I just feel like I'd want to know my future.
Really?
I don't know, though.
I think I would want to go to the past.
Really?
Yeah, because if I met my children, I'd know their names, and then I would know, like, their last name.
That's true. That's true. Kind of spoils it.
Yeah, and then, like, when I see, like, my kids, I'm like, oh, that's not going to work out with that boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be a different boyfriend.
Right.
Or a different guy or
That's
whatever.
very true. I could see it that way,
and
too.
so, like, I would want to meet my past. I would want to meet, like, my great-great-grandmother and my grandfather. I think that would be cool, and then they would be able to tell me, like, the history of my farm or, like, things.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the other day, Dad and I were driving, we were returning some steel pipe, and he was like, yeah, you know, right over here, they were able to, someone stole a piece of equipment, and the house was burned down because they had to testify against this person who stole the equipment from my grandfather, and then he went and burnt down the woman's house.
Oh my
and
gosh.
He's like, yeah, so the house right there, like, that's her second house. And he was like 5. And I think that's crazy. Like, you know, like the difference, and I don't know. I think personally I would just want to see the
history.
Yeah, and see the history. I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
And so exciting.
I can see that. Like, at my grandparents' farm, I think just because it's so different now, like, now it's surrounded by, like, huge mansions and all these big houses, and then there's, like, our beautiful farm, you know? So I feel like it would be cool because, you know, those didn't used to be there, so I think it would be cool to see, like, whenever they first got the house, when they were married, like, when they first got married and stuff. I think that would be cool to see, too.
I think it would be cool, too.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we have enough time for just one more.
Okay.
Do you have one, or do you want me to give one?
Let me see if I have any more.
Okay,
Would you rather give up cursing forever or give up ice cream forever? I feel like that's
cursing
easy.
or ice cream?
Yes,
I
I feel
feel
like that's
cursing.
easy. Yeah, 100%.
All the time, like
I love ice cream.
and like you can make up your own cuss words. You'd be like, oh shoot, fire! Like even that, like you can literally, I don't know, like you don't have to cuss, have a good time. And personally, like I don't want to cuss all the time.
No,
like,
me
I'd
neither.
rather not cuss as much.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyways, so
And if I get ice cream as a trade-off for that?
yeah, that would be good. That would be good. Okay, well, thank you so much for hanging out with me on this
Yes, thank you for
wonderful
having me.
If you guys have enjoyed Kennedy hanging up, let us know because I would like her to come on every Wednesday. And podcast. But yeah, if you have enjoyed this episode, let us know. Kennedy's gonna go back. She's gonna drive her little Jeep. It's very nice, very posh. I don't know. Other than that, like 20 out of 20. Thank you guys for listening. Ask yourselves these questions. Like, what would you rather?
Yeah.
Do you agree with us? Do you not agree with us?
Mm-hmm.
You're probably wrong. We're always right. And until next time, bye.
Bye.